You know, it's a different climate over there, so I don't know how it's working out, but
I'll be down.
They bring it over here. Gonna be some people gonna be sweating. That Jordan Peele sweat like what I do now.
Oh man,
no 401k for them pictures.
You only born to do one thing, so make sure you're doing you. Make sure you're doing you.
Let's get it.
When you're out here moving.
Hello. It's the Organized Chaos Podcast with your host, EJ Dafivbiroro, a.k.a. Manny Hustle, a.k.a. Long Knees, Long Back. All right.
And I am none other than Lou Is. How y'all doing today?
Everything good?
Everything good? What's up, bro?
Man? I'm good, man. It's a little hot today, huh?
Yeah, it's a bit warm.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, nah, not me. It's the Georgia weather, as everybody say. But I'm from Louisiana, so I'm kind of acclimated to this.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
A bit.
So what you want to talk about today, man?
What we got on the list?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What we got?
Okay.
What we starting off with organically?
Oh,
you know
well,
what I'm saying?
first things first, I want to shout out to just getting this production started because we've been talking about this for a long time. So
Of course, a long time coming. And so we comfortable doing this. And I want y'all to know that we do have a personal relationship outside of this. It's like a brother from another. So all of this is organic. I want y'all to know this. But definitely, man, gratitude for just having this.
All right. So, Colin Kaepernick had his tryout yesterday, and they said he did good, but then he had this, crazy speech after. I don't know, a lot of people feel a certain type of way about it. I think it was one of those situations where it was like, you should have waited, but then again, I get he trying to voice his opinion, but at the same time, it's like, it's a time and a place for everything. I don't know how you feel about that necessarily.
Well, fill me in a bit, because I'm going to be honest. I like to be honest. What was said? What was the subject of it? That way I could kind of give a
verbatim. It was more so he was saying that the 32 owners need to pay attention and give him a job. Pretty much in a nutshell, like, all right, it's time to stop playing, give me a job. And it was like, oh, okay, I get it. But at the same time, it's like,
Well, this is a podcast, so of course, being honest, I don't know, man. I believe now he should just focus on actually playing. Right. We over all of that. We know what he set his demands out of there. They settled out. So now it's time to kind of just, play it, not play it safe, but just focus on actually getting somewhere and playing balls. That's what you want to do. Do that. You got your message across. You settled out. Let's play ball now. If 100%. Not, it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, it's going to keep getting ugly. Yeah. But then, another thing we want to talk about too is depression. I hear this word a lot. Everybody talks about depression now. Are you really depressed, or are you just mad because you don't have certain items? Is that what you're depressed about? How do you feel?
Most of it, I believe, it's the lack of materials.
Right.
I believe some people, they really can be, with other things. You have health, things like that people have those experiences. You also, it's a lot of things that you just really just have go on. But I believe the lack of materials and money is one of the biggest things that allow people to say, I'm depressed. It's overused. But, okay, of course I know. But for the sake, have you ever experienced any depression that you know of?
Depression.
We're vulnerable on this show, by the way. Not too much, but just to be relatable.
I've had rough times, but I won't be disrespectful and say I've ever been depressed. I've had situations where things weren't going the way I wanted it to, but however, I started taking accountability and realizing it was my fault because I put myself in that position. I was lazy. I was lackadaisical. Right. I wasn't saving money. I was being frivolous. I was going crazy and doing all these different things and trying to live the life, not taking advantage of the fact that I was staying at home with my parents at the time. And so I just started saying, you know what? You got to do better. You're a grown man now. Take accountability for it.
And that's a big word. The last word he used, accountability. And I can attest to this. Like, this is no joke. This is serious what he's saying. Now, for me, I have, but, a lot of people, I believe, it's overused.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you can't drop your phone and it's cracked and you, oh my God, I can't pay for it, I'm depressed. Nah, that ain't depression. It's actually when you just have something that's going on that's debilitating your life. Now, I have experienced it, but I tell people all the time that use that as a crutch. That's one of the worst places ever. I was in there and out of there, kind of like the car wash on Buford. You running that thing and you out of there.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't finna stay here because I got nothing done.
Yeah.
And everybody around you, you can't expect them to keep hearing your negativity.
Yeah.
You can't hit, so you just dumping all this trash on them and they just got out the shower, metaphorically speaking. You can't do that.
Yeah, because at some point you get to the point, it's like, all right, man, look, you're going to have to fight through this. Okay, we get you broke, but at some point, go get that other job, go do something, man, because ain't nobody going to do this for you.
Right.
Because I realize the world doesn't owe you anything.
Nah, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And one of the sayings that, you know, I stick to, like I tell people, you know, people like, I want to give up. And they have to realize life don't give a shit. It don't care. It ain't finna be like, well, you know what, I'm gonna lighten up on you.
Right.
It's here before you got here, so you have to make a way into it. But I believe just being stronger and just having that mental escalation, that's what gets you above a lot of these things. And you know, I know you got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You know what I'm saying? Hang around people who have some type of strong mindset. If not, you gonna drown. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because you get around negative people all the time. You start, man.
Thought the Titanic was bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I dropped off in the commode last night. You feel me?
This is organized chaos, and all of it is organized. You feel me?
But another thing too is like, I feel like the instant gratification is really getting people messed up too. Because they feel like they start rapping Monday. Next Tuesday they supposed to be platinum selling artists, and it's just not gonna happen that way.
That ain't gonna work. You know, it's when I was talking with somebody just the other day. You know, as a matter of fact, my nephew, and he was saying, he said, of course he's younger, and he was like, man, I just got 1,800 plays, and I say, well, why you say it that way? You know, like you're not appreciative of it. He was like, of course he's young. He was like, well, it's just 1,800. I said, well, how many you had before that? None. So it's like, I told myself, what you talking about? So you have to give yourself, you know, that room to give that appreciation and say, you know what, and that gratitude to say, okay, I had 0 at this time. Now, you know what I'm saying, I'm to 1,800. So yeah, instant gratification. A lot of people want it now. I realize, you know, of course, moving here from Louisiana, moving to Atlanta, you know, it's a process, you know, as well. It's always a process, you know. People see the results. You say that all the time. People see the results of, you know, what E does, but then, you know, they're not knowing, like, I'm really out here. Right. I'm in the grind. I'm really doing something to get somewhere, you know. So like, yeah, right. Instant gratification is hard, but I've heard a lot of people talk about that.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm depressed, and it's like, okay,
right,
all right, man.
Because of instant gratification.
Yeah,
you know
then Instagram too. Another thing, social media's really got people messed up now because, and I take social media in both ways. I think it's a plus, and you know, you can make a lot of money off it, but at the same time, people are living in this fantasy world, and now they're not understanding that, you know, it takes time to get somewhere. Now you could be a celebrity for not doing anything. Literally.
Except for not doing anything.
Yeah, you just be showing up. Right.
Just showing up. You sleep, like, you on the floor, which, you know, it's all, you know, everybody's been there, but a lot of people who putting out this facade, and they really on the floor because they giving you this illusion. But yeah, that's one of the biggest things. I mean, people, you don't see no results on Instagram. Nah. I mean, you don't see no results. Somebody they probably saved for that trip. They probably ate noodles for probably 3 months straight. Yeah, man. Now they out of the country because they made that sacrifice, and then you have some people who they probably gonna take the rent money and they gonna show you a spread. Man. And the whole time, the next day where they going? Straight to the leasing office, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
man.
I mean, it's different ways to do it, man. But yeah, Instagram, it really has.
I know a lot of people that be sleeping on the floor, man. Drake been designer. I mean, it is what it is, but at the same time, it's like, all right, man, I know. Right. I know. You don't have to lie to me, but, you know. Right. So, you know, but then it's nothing now. Everybody's complaining about this Instagram likes thing. Now, are they taking it away? And I think people are really upset about it or kind of scared. I don't know why, but.
Well, you know why. Like, you know what? And shout out to my kinfolk, man. He said one of the funniest things ever. When they do that, a lot of people gonna be out of a job. Oh,
wow, wow.
They're gonna be out of a job because it's based on basically that superficiality of receiving that attention from someone else. Yeah. That way you can do whatever you need to do with it to attain these sponsorships and this money, whatever. When a lot of them really don't care about the people who are sitting there commenting. Yeah. But you know, which is crazy in itself.
Because I think it might be we getting down to a point to where too many people are making money off of Instagram, and Instagram isn't making any money off of it, so they might try to start charging people for that.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that it's too much of that. You know, now don't get me wrong. They have their sponsorships now. You know, with basically, I mean, Facebook and Instagram, same entity. But I mean that, you know, they getting their sponsorships or whatever now. But still, it's like it's a lot of money being made by people just putting themselves out there, and then and respect to that. You know, our respect to that, those who have, you know, traveled that road and are traveling that road, because it is a way I believe it's overly saturated now. Yeah. It is, but you know, if you travel that road and you're successful with it, you know, definitely kudos to you. I love to see people be successful in the things, you know, other than the norm.
Because it might be Instagram Express or Plus or something like that now, and you got a situation where okay, now we could partner, kind of like YouTube Red or something like that. So. Right.
Yeah, they very well could. But and you know what's funny about that is I used to say when they would do things like that, people not gonna pay.
Yeah.
But once you're so used to it and just embedded in your whatever it is, you notice how things will go up and people don't complain about it. I mean, milk could go up $3-4.
Yeah.
People still gonna use it. Yeah, right. Right, because I have to have it. It's a staple. So I believe that people, it's so embedded in us to have Instagram, especially Instagram. It's one of the hottest ones. Mm-hmm. It's so embedded where they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pay this little whatever it is.
Yeah, a little $3.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But them the likes though, far as that, like you said, I think they just trying to get rid of all of that and just keep people engaged, don't focus on the content. I believe that's what they say. I believe it's like where is it in? I know just one of the places. So I should have looked up a couple more. But what was it? Australia. I believe it started in Australia, where I believe it's no likes, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know how. It's a different climate over there. So I don't know how it's working out. But
I'll be damn.
They bring it over here. It's gonna be some people gonna be sweating. That Jordan Peele sweat like what I do now.
Oh man,
no 401k for them pictures.
I mean, Instagram is cool though. It's cool because you get to meet people. Like I found this spot on Instagram. So
right. And then remember as we talked about the chef, and how even watching the show, how the chefs, they're putting themselves out there, and people going from just cooking in the kitchen to the next, they serving plates, straight out the trap, just getting plates out there.
Oh yeah,
come get
easy.
it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real quality food. So yeah.
Speaking of food, hey, I went to a restaurant last night, and I just had an observation.
What's that?
It's like no matter what you order, if somebody orders fajitas on a hot plate, it's gonna come out sizzling. You're gonna think about reconsider your order like.
Oh my God, you know what? I never been. That's crazy saying, bro. You crazy, man. As well, look, I never was a big fajita person, but I can attest to that and say, man, look, true. Every time you look and you see it, because where it started at. Now in the culture, you're not supposed to take nobody there. Nobody want to go to Chili's no more like that. It's kind of like fat.
2 for $20, baby. 2 for $20.
So, it has this negative connotation about it. But every time I would see it, I would be enticed to be like, hey, maybe I should have got the fish. Because, I'm in the box first. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to get the hamburger, the ribs, or something like that. So when you see that pass by, like, maybe I should have got that, But, yeah, it definitely is something, like, I done kind of, as you grow older, your palate gets bigger. So I deal with it.
You know it, man, because, like... Man,
the after effect though ain't cool.
Oh no, like I know I went to Taco Bell, but it didn't agree with me. It did not agree with me.
I told somebody I haven't had Taco Bell, and it's like a celebration, and it be this month. I haven't had Taco Bell, and I believe 4 years. I slipped up hungry and went got a burrito.
Man, I saw you at Taco Bell last week. Don't lie. Don't lie, man.
Nah, you didn't see me there at all, man. And don't disrespect some of that stuff you just don't put in your body.
No.
Nah, if I'm gonna go somewhere I'm gonna go somewhere they're gonna bring it out on the plate and you're gonna watch out so you don't want to get burnt.
Yeah, like I went to like I told you about this when I went to Chipotle last week, and I was ordering what I was ordering, and this girl was like, "Let me get 2 soft tacos."
Yeah.
And so I know it's crazy, but my mind, it blew my mind because she was putting it on there, and I was like, I looked at the total, it was like 2 tacos, $4. I said, "What?" For
cheap.
Real?
It's cheap though. You know what? They need more seasoning, but maybe I'm a little bit biased.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, food critic right here, man.
Yeah, I'm a food critic. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a Nova chef. You know what I'm saying? In the kitchen whipping with the magic.
Okay. All right. We get it. No, I mean, but I just feel like, that's another thing. Food, people like food, man. And I think it's going to come a time where it's going to be like a service for like chefs or like Uber, where you're going to have like a personal chef come to your house, you set up the time, set up the day, and that's it, and somebody's going to come through.
I can see that coming now, man, because a lot of people, I don't believe they pay attention. It's a lot of technological advancement, that's happening now, where if you can do that, which I'm surprised nobody really
thought about it. Yeah.
Right, thought about it, but I guess once you get, people in the collective and you bring them together, like, but then again, what we have, thrown in that competition and, hopefully, but that would be nice though. I mean, you could just call them up, but to have them all gathered on the app to see ratings and all of those things and, put in one spot. Yeah, that'd be nice, man.
Yeah, I
mean, for the people who want to do something like that,
everybody want to be bougie now. I know one girl got a 1-bedroom apartment, had a cleaning lady. I love my cleaning lady. She's so amazing. got 600 square feet. What you talking about?
Man, look, bro, like I told somebody, Atlanta is truly, it's Hollywood.
Yeah, man.
It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. But I mean, I love it though. It's Black Hollywood. I love it, man. I wouldn't trade it. It's my second home. But it do get, when I mean, and of course, I people that I talk with, and then talking with my bro, I get a lot of stories, and then you hear like a lot of people just useless money that they're just spending for the sake of feeling important. I don't want to feel important. I want to have mental wealth, mental health, and all of that. And whatever, what I'm saying, that pushes out on the outside, that, I accept that. Like I tell you, everybody's not going to be a millionaire. A lot of people don't work hard enough to even get to that point. So, I mean, hey, look, if you making more than what you ever made in your life consecutively, year after year, man, be grateful.
I'll be damn. You can't even struggle to make 20,000. You talking about millionaire? Like you don't even have to this one to go get up and get it. So
hey, you know what? Those be the people, man, who be the less appreciative, and they honestly they be quick to kind of pass judgment on something that they're not even close to. Yeah. Not again of not demeaning anybody, because everybody's been there. I believe it's a process. I ain't never known nobody to just jump into making. 6 figures. I
mean, even like the homeless dude, he was out there winning work. He was like, "Hey man, look, if you give me $1, I'll twerk for you." I was like, "Hey man, bruh."
Hey, it might be lucrative for dude, man. Look, I tell you,
he was trying though. He was trying.
But you know what? If you take from that, and I'm gonna go after that. You remember the story I got, man? I was at the QT and I told him about it, man. And it's funny, man. And that's why we call it organized chaos. So I get out at the QT, and I always look for people. I mean, even if I may not be in the position, I'm always a giving person. So I get out, and as soon as I get out, dude look at me. He say, "Boss, please tell me you got some work for me before you get out that car." So I looked at him, man. Honestly, if y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a very deep person. He knows it. So when I look at, I said, I'm like, dude really has some anguish with him. So he said, I do carpentry, I paint. He said, I kiss the wife, I fuck the dog and the cat. So I looked at him, man, and I knew then I gotta do something for him. I said, bro, what you want out of the store? He told me nothing. So we get in the store. So he sneaks in. So I'm paying for my items at the counter. Bruh sneaks in, whisper, "You can buy me some cigarettes." I told him, "No, you miss your opportunity. You can't come back. I gave you the opportunity." You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man, how people. But that just goes to show you how hungry you have to have that hunger in life, even though, and not demean it, because I mean this is real life. Like, that's the balance of life. You have those people, but just seeing people that hungry and what I'm saying, just to be out, I'm gonna do this now, do that, even though it was an exaggeration. Bro, really, he ready to put that work in, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's bottom life. I think that's what gets you ahead, man. That's the moral of the story, man. So.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Oh boy.
But I mean, I hate to see that, though. Hopefully, Atlanta doesn't get, like what it is, L.A. I seen an article.
It's creeping up.
Yeah, I hope
it's creeping
not,
up.
Man,
All right, man. Rent getting up there.
Inflation.
Yeah.
Tell somebody no matter who you have that's gonna sit on an American throne, inflation.
It's gonna happen.
Always be, and taxes. Inflation is always going to be present, and taxes, they never gonna go down.
Think about it. My granddad probably paid 25 cents for gas at one point. Now look at gas now. What, $4? Like $12 or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
I don't pay attention. I don't know.
He say 12.
I don't know.
When he get 12, everybody gonna be around here on bird scooters. Right on 285. It's really bagged up.
Yeah, man. But I think things are changing though, because you start looking at even just the advancement of technology, like how everything's so accessible now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you especially if you're using your phone for the right thing, a lot of people like to say, like, again, just backtracking, like when we were talking about, Instagram, how it does have its negativities, but if you really just, look at it, you'll see that, you have to focus on the positive stuff as well.
Yeah.
I had to learn that personally, and that was a big growth point for me, and just not focusing on the negative. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just, I'm drowning. When you finna go down.
Well, start swimming, motherfucker.
Right.
Damn.
You better hit the Clarence Carter. You better stroke.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Phelps.
You're going to be sick.
Man.
Right. Get up in that thing.
Like my dad said, if you don't cut that grass, I'm going to fuck your ass up. He say that exactly, but I get what he say. He was just saying, like, you got to get it done, though.
But you know what? If you really think about it, man, honestly, that's how life is. I mean, everybody think it's just spread. It's just, that's how it is.
It's real cut and dry.
Because if you don't pay most people think that's how life is. That made most people, that's a bit extreme. No, it's not. It's really not. Because if you don't pay your rent, or you don't pay for your car, they come and hook it up, and them people finna put that note on your door and say, look, we want you out of here in a certain time, and that's lab cold, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, it ain't always gonna be 40 then 63 degrees. You know, like it is now. It's gonna be cold. That's lab cold, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, man, you gotta. That paranoia for me. That's why I work. Oh man, dog. I want to be that person. Oh, dude.
Hey, look, this man never at home.
Oh, nah.
This man never at home.
My power bill was $8, man.
$8. Georgia probably gonna look. We don't want to do business with you no more.
Yeah,
We don't want no hookup fee. We don't get nothing. We not earning nothing from you. You wasting our time.
my sister, my mama tell me, I said, "Do you have a home?
Right.
We think you homeless, man. You live out your car, man, for real."
But as most people say, you know what I'm saying, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying. Again, you know what I'm saying, just from knowing you see the you see the results of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see the results of that, like I said. But you're able to do a lot of stuff that people, when they complain about, you're able to do that. And that's what that is. Once you put that grind in, you're going to get there, man. You know, so.
Because I feel like, that process, we always talk about, like, getting ahead. I think that's something that's very imperative. Like, if you get a chance and you large sum of money, just pay your rent, try to get ahead a couple months. That way, that peace of mind is gone. That way, you can kind of grind and focus better. Because if your finances are in order, then you're going to think clear.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I told you, me, I'm not a big money person.
Right.
You know, I believe it's an illusion, which it is.
Right.
But it's a currency. You give it power, but we're in a capitalistic society.
At the end of the day,
you gotta have it, man.
You gotta have it.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it. You gotta use it right. But it does give you a peace of mind. I don't care how detached I have ever been. If you don't have no money, you ain't thinking straight. Like Ra say, it's hard to think straight. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me? I ain't know, you know what I'm saying?
It's hard to think straight.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't no millionaire or nothing, but I know how to get that money. You feel me?
Top by.
Yeah, you feel me?
But yeah, it does give you peace of mind, and I believe now, what really increases that, because I believe every year after year after year after year, again, taxes and inflation, which are always going to be present, they're always going to go up. It makes it that much more of a hustle and a bustle, you know what I'm saying, to get that money, especially being in the metropolitan area, because I told you, man, when I moved down to Atlanta, of course, it was more than Louisiana as far as cost of living, but from what it was,
speed.
It's like, man, they didn't.
Oh, they ain't waiting. They ain't waiting. It's going up tremendously. I mean, you just got to look at everything. Like, just look at how we watch programs now. Like, all these streaming services and all that. Yeah. I mean, like, look, everybody going crazy over Disney Plus right now.
What you think about it?
Oh, I think it's dope. Because you get a chance to relive your childhood and they put it all there. Now, me, I don't know if I'm going to watch all that. But, me personally, I don't pay for anything. I'm not paying for a damn.
Hopefully the folk don't hit it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing.
Straight from the trenches. You feel me? But nah, I believe you know me, man. You know, so I'm a very that I remember I would speak with somebody and they when it came out. Of course, I try not to be out of the loop, man. But they were saying it had came out. And I was like, what was on it, and then I told him, they were, I love vocabulary. I was like nostalgia, so I could use it. Then I was like, so when I said it and they told me what was on it, and one of the biggest call outs for me was Dog-Winged Duck.
Oh yeah, Dog-Winged Duck.
Let's get dangerous, baby.
I know how you go though.
Look, man, I'm later on. This is just the pilot, so we later on. You know what I'm saying? Because look, it do get gutter.
You know how it go, man. I'm in this.
They gonna make a lot of money. I think they saying they losing money, but I never known somebody to put out some of that magnitude and lose money. I mean, $7. I mean, you're making it. Then it's gonna go up and it's gonna increase. But
everybody like Disney.
Yeah, everybody like
because they not just doing kids; they doing everything that we grew up with.
Honestly, if you ask me, I believe it's for 80s babies and a lot of 90s babies who actually remember that. You know what I'm saying? Remember that. That's who it's for, because kids will get into it with that. It's kind of and it encourages family time.
Because if you look at who's driving the market right now, as far as movies, like it's kids from, like you say, the 80s to the 90s.
Yeah.
And so they're the ones going to see stuff like the Marvel movies, the Batmans, the Lion Kings, and all that. We want to see it again.
You know how I am about Marvel. I don't even.
Man, the man they watched with 10 movies in his life.
I haven't even seen a Marvel movie. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have no bias against it. I'm gonna get into it. I know they're good movies.
Yeah.
Good,
same
they
thing.
yanked all of them off of Netflix, which I figured that.
So they gonna put it on Disney.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
Same thing with Netflix did Nickelodeon. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think they're trying to get a deal with Nickelodeon too.
They did it.
Okay,
they
cool.
Did it. They did it. That's gonna fit in with. I'm trying to see. I was thinking about when they did it, kind of like how Darkwing Duck was. And I was like, what is on there that I'm going? And I thought about it.
Tailspin.
It's showtime. Tailspin, but Beetlejuice. I gotta have it, man.
Okay.
I gotta have it.
Right.
I gotta have Take Me to the Nether Realm.
Yeah,
I gotta
man.
have it, But they go, I think another guy, he know what was funny, a dude, people, people complaining.
Oh,
That's about people complaining about everything, and they always have this rebuttal. Like I tell people, I'm a spiritual person, but it's a such thing as being too super woke. It bothers me. Oh, it costs too much. Now we know how much Comcast gonna charge you for a package.
Like 170, 180,
man.
something like that.
That's probably generous. You leave. So you're looking at maybe what, $90 to $100. I mean, if you get all streaming services, but who's getting all that? So it's like one of them things, though, man.
Yeah, you get it, man. But I really think with nothing that's about to happen, movie theaters. Like I think they're gonna AMC, Regal, Studio Movie Grill, they're gonna start having streaming services too, and that way you just pay for the actual movie and it goes direct to your platform or your home, your phone, your TV, or your computer. That way people, because I think the movie experience is about to die. I really do.
No, man, we might not even we might need to edit that out, man.
Nah, I just there. I hope not.
He came with a whole idea, man. Hold on, man. We need some investment, man.
Right.
Look.
I'll play around.
But I think
I'll play around.
I think you know what, that actually would be a good idea because people they want to I don't know if they want to I guess people I haven't gone so it's been a while since I've been actually sat in a movie chair. So when you go in there, other than is it Marvel movies of course gonna be packed. So what is it looking like when you go in? You think people still want that experience and say, hey, I'm gonna go sit in the movie and watch it? They want to be at home and see it.
If they had the choice to watch it at home, they watch it at home.
It's just because you gonna save money on that high-ass food.
Right.
At
the end of the day.
I'm trying to see, have I ever bought anything other than candy out of it? That's it. You'll save money. To sit at y'all so the comfort. So yeah, I can see it. I would believe it was if they want to make any money in the current society, as we said, with the advancement of technology, they need to go ahead and come up with some type of streaming service. Excuse me.
Because people go to movie theaters. I seen this one could have ribs and mac and cheese and chitlins. I was like, come on, man. God, what the hell we doing now? Come on, who eats food like this at the movie theater?
Hey man, I believe in self-preservation, but sometimes you can take it
too goddamn far.
You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn far.
Too far, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see what we got. No, but you just gotta pay attention to stuff. You don't ever try to go against the grain because evolution is, like we always say, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. That's a big word. I believe when people hear that, they don't really understand it. It's like having people and they're like, oh, the music and this and that, and the music and this and that. And like I heard a very, very great muse say, it's a reflection of the culture. You know what I'm saying? You can't down, and it may be a bit tyrannical, whatever it is, but it's a reflection of the culture.
Right.
It's just you can't just sit around here and just talk about everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna look just like an older person. I'm not saying, just not liking anything. You can't
old.
do that, man.
That's how I go. You acting like an old lady.
Yeah, but it's always, you see it now, man, and just how things have came along with phones and stuff like that, man. Yeah. Evolution, it really has to be adopted, man, when it comes to, and it plays off it's one of those things that plays off in every area.
Mm-hmm. Look at Hyundais. Look at them.
Hey man,
it's crazy.
So man, we just seen something walking up to the building. I was looking at, like, for some reason I have developed this weird car fetish, and I'm just looking in the inside and on the outside. They got some designs on them things, but we know who they marketing toward.
Yeah, man.
You know who they marketing toward.
Yeah, that's right. Them
Basically,
people.
Yeah.
Those people. Who the people? We don't know.
Right. Especially the middle class, though.
Yeah.
Especially the middle class. So they have some extra vehicles. So I believe Kia, of course, is doing what it's doing, but man, like evolution, man. You see these designs. It's kind of like, this what you think about? Now, to me, just looking at luxury cars, I felt like somebody was putting like a block on the way they could design vehicles, the way they could look more sleek. Because if you look at old luxury cars, they look bad, and they bad isn't good. And you look at these other cars, like, man. They came a long way. You seen Hyundais, man. My mama had one, bro. That was an ugly car.
Yeah.
It was an ugly car, man.
I think this is just, you got more people leaving. It's kind of like with college, like in like NCAA, like you got more kids going to different schools, not just the powerhouses. Now they see an opportunity to go there because you have some different outlets to promote your business now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
I don't know. But yeah, them Hyundais. I said, I ain't no Hyundai man. But,
Nah, they
damn.
a lot of stuff is gonna come in. Like I said, a lot of stuff is gonna be geared toward because people spending less money. You know what I say, man. People don't believe me. It's gonna be a recession, man. So
boy.
As long as you have some money, people, they get scared when they hear that. But as long as you have some money,
yeah, you better keep it. I told you the paranoia. Residue still in my hand. I feel like I'm back in the kitchen. You feel me?
Yeah, that East, man. He just had one come out.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, they talk. They were talking about
He didn't sell that well.
Yeah, and I mean, and what we looking at, I mean, we're not looking. They say sales, but I think that's a culture thing. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of flipped past the intro, but once I got into the second one, oh man, we. Great.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's so. They talking about Def Jam, this and that. It don't matter, man. Mass Appeal can handle it. I believe anything because I think it's a joint venture. They can handle anything, man.
He probably gonna have the same type of evolution with that Crit did once he left.
Yeah.
Like he's just gonna be able to do what he want to do, and that's it.
Freedom. It's never freedom. I mean, honestly, I believe it's just a lack of promotion on that end. I mean, is it a lack? I mean, I don't know, maybe.
He's a different type of artist. He's not trying to be trendy with what's going on.
He's keeping in New York. He from
that's what he do.
Is it Harlem?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he keeping in Harlem. I can respect if you gonna come from, especially in the climate of music now. If you come from whatever region you come from and you keep it that, I'm talking it's just potent. I can respect it. That's what I heard on this album. It wasn't like it wasn't too trap. It was it's New York.
Wait till they hit my album.
You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
That ass beat.
I'll tell you, wait till they hit my album. I'll be in that thing like do. You
know what? You're gonna have a million streams the next day.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have a million streams.
Boy, rapping?
They don't need to understand that.
Nah, no man. I'm ready for it. I'm ready like what. But that video with that kid though, doing the Fred Sanford, that was too funny.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That was, man. That was. Just seeing kids, I think that people, it's weird now, and I don't like to just speak on a lot of things that triggers because they actually trigger things for me, just I'm saying, because we know. But, kids are so innocent, man, and to see them just to be able to, be able to do things that that are so grown up, you know what I'm saying? Like he remembered all of the lines, like so you really get to see like now, I didn't notice. Of course, I wasn't paying attention because I was a kid, but just seeing now and just seeing my my nephews and just seeing other kids, just to see them have this gift early, and they like you're so good at it. Like you ever seen the homie play the drums?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That man is 50. Oh man, I thought the drumsticks was about to catch fire.
Yeah,
man. He was rat-a-tat-tatted.
That's how it
goes.
So, but I think we all have gifts though.
We do.
I think you can see certain parents might say something to a kid. They be like, "Damn, you just deprived him. Did you really believe in him, or your position in life? You kind of just I get it. You just want to be you want the best for your child, but at the same time, it's like, damn, you probably could have pushed him. He probably could have got to that next level.
It's crazy because a lot of people, what I'm saying, they ask me, oh, you don't have kids yet and all that, and it's like, and you get to this point where you think like, oh, am I supposed to? Because you hear so much, but you start, if you sit back and you just can, able to think on a higher plane, you're able to say, you know what, maybe it's more that I had to learn, and I learned that like you have to really like. I was talking with I was talking with a homie, last night about and giving him just genuine praise on how he actually parents, so he actually like hones in on his kid and find out what it is that he want to do. And I think a lot of time, as you just spoke of, a lot of people we have these gifts. We have these gifts, and it's like we're not able to hone in on them, what I'm saying? Me, of course, I've had one and I'm just really just kind of like, come on out of there, what I'm
heard you rap the first time. I said, man, I kid you not, Sam, man, I was like this. I heard rap, I said, hey, man, you rap before?
Right.
You all right, man? It's just like
true story.
Like I'm saying, like Slick George Sammy, like Sammy picked up the camera. What's it been, a year now? But in a year, that man moving now.
Right.
Who knew?
And you know what? That's what I tell people, man. When it comes to things like, you know, even being, you know, like you said with the music, man, and you know, being a creative artist, you know, I can appreciate everything and just seeing, you know, like you said, just somebody picking up a camera and dedicating their time, you know what I'm saying, effort and money to saying, you know what, this is what I'm finna do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you get so many, and especially now, you know, with a lot of people, you know, in different areas, you know, one of the things you have to get over is the oversaturation. Yeah. Especially when you said rap and creative artists. When I look on Instagram and you see, don't get me wrong, shout out to the sponsoring. Mm-hmm. Man, one day I threw my phone. I was in an apartment. I threw the phone because I was like, you know, what actually, but, you know, it's like, then I believe, right, then I seen something that said, you know, no matter what, you know, you it's basically like if everybody's in the line wearing white, you have to wear that lime green because everybody, they gonna look at everybody wearing white. They gonna what he got on? Yeah, he got lime green on. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you definitely can attest to that. But I definitely appreciate when it comes to poetry, you know, spoken word, camera work, drawing, you know, painting. You know what I'm saying? Anything, acting. You know what I'm saying?
I used to be a beast of spoken word. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Not a creature was stirring, not even your house.
Right.
Time is money and money is time. Fight for what you believe in, sucker.
You know, oh my God, he's so passionate.
Oh my God. I wish I was in the 70s. Come on here, Jack.
Hey,
sucker.
I told that's one of my favorite times, man. I believe whoever my ancestral guide inside of me, it has to be some type of person from the 70s, man. You know, because I be wanting to call people jive turkeys all the time for no reason.
Step off, sucker.
You know, I don't want to cuss people out. Yeah, I don't even want to cuss them out. People like, you cuss them out? No, step off, sucker. Jive ass turkey. Listen here, Jack. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you.
Look, I remember had a dude, Mr. Dave, man, and speaking just, you know, and it's crazy how you can have segues and different things. Like speaking of homelessness, Mr. Dave, he was homeless, and you know, I used to give Mr. Dave a ride because, you know, I don't care, you know, it's all about helping y'all. So he asked me for a ride, so I gave him a ride. That's when I was, you know, I was in the grit. That's when I was at Burger King.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, buddy.
Like, look, you ain't no nigga. Now another nigga made a whopping quick as me.
Never.
But it's funny how you see people from the 70s. You can tell he was like, you know, this was the 70s. You know, they'd be running through the streets, Jack. And I said, you grew up in the 70s, you know it.
All the time to grow up, baby.
You can hear it, man, because it's just marked on those people, you know what I'm saying, the things they have, man. But I love that culture, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could just go back. Give me a time machine, man. Something I can go back.
Yeah, somebody was like, man, I want to go back to the 60s. I said, no, the hell I don't. I'm in the South. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I'm a black man. What's wrong with you? Yeah, it was a great time. No, it wasn't. No. Hell nah.
Right. It's part of the experience, but I'm good.
No.
If you good, you know what I'm saying? If you good, look, if that's the case, if we had to, if it was just, because, you know, sometimes you have to accept things, though, that are inevitable. Sit me back with the temperament of David Banner. I got 2 guns and I'm going to blow these bitches.
Hell nah.
When he said that, I believed it. I said, he's in the studio, please don't let him say nothing to this man, you know. Yeah, if you going to sit me back there, bro.
Yeah, but I think, in closing, as we wrap this thing up, I think, if you're going to, my method has always been this. If you're going to be broke, you might as well be broke investing in your craft and investing in your future.
True.
Because if you just broke to be broke, then what's that?
Yeah, you ain't really serving yourself on purpose. It has to be, like I always say, one of the greatest things that I always stick to is make sure that your sacrifice is sufficient.
Right.
If your sacrifice is not sufficient, you're not doing nothing but just moving around, going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
As Brother T.I. would say, arbitrarily speaking, in the realm of your vision, you cannot abide by those rules unless you partake in your manifestation proclamation. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me?
I offer congruence and I duly concur. I understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. So any closing remarks with you, man?
Nah, man, definitely we want to thank you all. I mean, as just being the pilot, man, definitely, man, gratitude to, you know, higher powers, gratitude to you, homie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Much love, you know what I'm saying? Gratitude to you as well, man, you know, just for being able to do something, you know what I'm saying, and start off from a Genesis stage. So y'all just stay tuned in, and again, you know, it's organized chaos where the you know, chaos is, organized.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
cause
what we
see,
do.
man, I'm so excited, man. I almost farted. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got no shoes on right now. That's how comfortable I am. You feel me?
Nah, man, dude, that's bad. But I guarantee if you all just stay tuned. You know, again, this is a pilot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We get more comfortable, and we're gonna make sure that we make this an experience. And also, you'll see, we'll have people with us. We want to celebrate people who are great on this level before they get to the fame and all of that, because people are always great. The camera doesn't do nothing but put people on a different frequency.
Yeah.
So they can be spread out to more people, but definitely we'll be bringing people in, to appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? This guy knows a lot of people.
Once again, nah, all right, y'all. We gonna see y'all this season. We got a lot going on. I'm telling you. All right.
You're only born to do one thing, so make sure you're doing you. Make sure you're doing you. Let's get it. When you're out